Hey there, how the heck are ya? It's Zefrine. I'm back with a speed build, and guess what? I'm actually working on a save file now. This is technically the second build. This one is Rustic Residence in Windenburg. The price on this one is 25,077 simoleons, and the packs used are get together and base game only. So for each of these save file builds, I'm doing whatever pack that they come from and base game, and then that's it. That's pretty exciting. So this, the other one that I did was Slipshod Mesquite in Oasis Springs. It's where Johnny Zest lives. I didn't grab a speed build of that one, but the video on demand, or the VOD, the Twitch VOD, is up on my YouTube channel. I will link that down below for you. The VOD for this one is also going to be uploaded, and all of my future VODs ever, I guess, for the rest of the Twitch channel are gonna be right here on this channel. Not my secondary channel anymore. I'm retiring that idea and just kind of keeping everything all in one place. It's a lot less overwhelming for me. But this one, oh my gosh. So there was just like the update that they came out with for like the werewolves pack and stuff. So you'll notice a little bit ago there that I actually started typing all of like the cheat codes and stuff. But here I'm running without better build by, at least until like I do the landscaping, I think. I'm running without better build by and tool mod. So I'm doing it normally, I guess. It felt really weird looking through the categories, like the catalog and stuff, because I don't really remember where things are normally without better built by. Thanks, Twisted Mexi, it's sabotage. I'm just kidding, of course. I love it, but it takes an adjustment to get used to it. But when you don't have it, you definitely feel it too. But, this build, so, you know, the entire area of Windenburg, or at least the majority area, or the majority of Windenburg, are like these Tudor style homes. So I'm trying not to like make it like fairy like core or like cottage core, like too much or something. I kind of try to keep to like the original style, but add maybe like a little bit of a whimsical touch to it, because this is one of my favorite type of builds. One of my favorite type of houses, actually, in real life and in The Sims. And then there's Victorians, and then Craftsman's, and then mid-century, but you get it. I just like houses, okay? But I'm messing around with the idea of kind of like a little bit of asymmetry on the front little gabled part. Oh, also, by the way, before I get too deep into it, my community actually helped vote on like a few rules, I guess, or things that I need to kind of abide by when it comes to these builds that I'm going to be renovating. So essentially, I'm going to use the budget. I strip everything down to basically like the exterior walls, the shell, floor plan, and everything goes. Roof, windows, doors, all of it's gone, including all the landscaping. So I strip everything down and I kind of start fresh, and I use whatever money's given to me. So for this one didn't have like a half family on the lot. So I just look in the upper left-hand corner. And I have like the lot details or whatever in the corner there. I have that kind of visible. And this one, oh gosh, I think this one was like 16,000 simoleons and change originally, but the community had decided that I could go anywhere between 5 to 10,000 simoleons over and give myself a little bit of a grace period, or a little bit of a grace when it comes to like the money. So that's where that's coming from. And I can either not change the walls on the outside. I can like rotate it around. As you see, like the front of this house was the back of the original one. And I just like the way that the entryway kind of like felt a little better anyway. Like when it was rotated, it fit better, I think, in my opinion. Just looked a little cuter. So I rotated it around. I can do stuff like that. I can move the lot. Or I can like shift it to either side, whatever I need to do to make it work. And that's exactly what I did. But basically, as I was saying, I can like either minimally change it on the outside, maybe add like a little bit of a little deck or something like that if I wanted to, or like maybe like a tiny little piece. I'm trying to avoid adding anything additional onto the outside because I wanted to feel as like authentic as possible to the original game when it was, you know, shipped by EA. So that's kind of the basis that I'm going off of. And for each of these builds, I'm only, like I said, I'm only using the pack and base game, no CC. You will want to use move objects on when you're placing all of these though. But for this one, oh my gosh. So For like that main roof piece there that's like on the side as we're looking at it, if you look at like the top, I actually split two, I think, oh my gosh, half gabled roofs. I don't remember the names of them. The half slanty one, that's the typical term or the technical term for that. I think that's fair. I use the half slanty ones and then I put like a little wall there to save a little money. I was going to do like a whole like long big room and just leave it empty. But the reason why I did that is because then I sat like the full gabled roof, the triangular one, not the half triangular one, across the top, because then I was able to use different sorts of roof swatches on them. So I used like the white and then the like the wood kind of color. And then on the very, very top, if I can get, if you know, if the video goes up, you'll like see it and everything. But like I used like the stonework that I used along the bottom up there as well. And then it kind of creates like a little bit of a visual difference. And then you can also add like roof trims and like exterior wall trims and stuff to it too, for a little bit more of that dimension. And it turned out pretty cute, I think. I don't know. I kind of bumbled around a lot. Oh my gosh, you'll notice if you kind of watched, I was talking about some other things. I like pillars. I think you know that if you've watched like any of my videos or like caught me live on Twitch, I really like pillars because I think they add like a little bit of a fun, like just it's an easy way to bring in dimension and a little bit more shape to your build without adding too much. But you know, we're balling on a budget here. So a little later on, I I kind of went through and deleted some things, some like extra little pillars. I think I primarily left like the edges and stuff. But yeah. By the way, if you noticed that I pause a little bit because I like kind of noticed it. I am doing this live while I am while I live stream. So I did it live and then I recorded it at the same time. So if I pause, something might have happened, or I got distracted or something, you know, or to click off. I think on that other particular one, I was looking at like a little reference photo or something to see how they might have like did a specific roof piece or whatever. But, you know, just in case you see that, you kind of know what's happening. Kind of caught me off guard there for a second, though. Here I am, you know, there's certain points where I really like asymmetry, but this was one of those moments when it was really infuriating because it's that little like, that little piece that kind of bumps off the back, you know? Like I got it to line up so it looks good on that side so you don't have like the two weird, like the eaves of the house or eaves of the roof kind of like clipping together. So it looks like one big fluid piece, but then it like messes up the other side because this side right here is completely even and like centered with like the tip of the roof. But you know, not every single build in real life is symmetrical. And I think there's a level of almost like this authenticity that comes behind that. And I think it's really fun. And then it adds a lot more character to the build. So, you know, just like kind of rolling with the punches and understanding that people probably built this house when, you know, oh gosh, this is probably hundreds of years old. I would like to imagine. I've seen some of these old Tudor style houses that were built in like the 1600s and stuff, and they're just so cool. I don't know if this one would have been, but you know, you get the idea. Sometimes they can look a little bit primitive, and you can see I do these like little dormers right here. And then I make them a little asymmetrical. There's one that's a little higher. They're not necessarily like completely centered. There's one's a little smaller. And I pull it through to the back side to kind of give a little bit of shape to the back of the house because we're not about to forget about the back of the house. You know, sometimes like you focus so much on the front end and then the back end's just like blop. You know, it happens to all of us, admittedly. You put so many like stylistic pieces on the front and like the sides that are like visible to the street, you know? And then you just kind of forget about the rest. So the inside of this, oh my gosh, I struggled like heck with this floor plan. So I really wanted to, I feel like the original floor plan inside this house, I didn't like grab any screenshots of it. This is like, if you have get together, you can like just look at it for yourself as well. But like, I feel like some of these really old style houses like this have really like intimate, close quartered style floor plans. And this one felt really big. I think it was like a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom or something like that. So, oh my gosh. And these like these, oh my God, what are they called? Things, platforms. That is the word. These platforms gave me a heckin' time. Just let me say. So you'll see me kind of messing around with it. I really like the idea that we have the entire build kind of pushed down. I think it was like 2 little things. And then my community actually came in pretty clutch here because I didn't like the way that the, if you add like a wall and then an arch or like a door or something, like everything stays on top of that platform, as you saw. So then I made all of these openings out of arches and then spandrels. I think I got rid of like some of them a little later down the road. The spandrels, at least, to save like a little bit of money. But I think I left most of them that were like little doorways like that. So here I made like the little platformed entryway. That ended up being really cute. And then I have like the little side door that might have been for like a garden or something like that over on the side. So I'm playing around with the idea, and then I got to thinking like, wait, I'm gonna put like a bathroom right there. And then I moved that window off on the side of the house, or I will, or something, so it's not like crushed against the wall, or maybe not. I don't know what I do, but either way. So I put like a little bathroom there, a placeholder toilet for myself, and then there's just like that little landing area, and then I think the longer room off to the left, I end up like deleting that middle window and maybe spreading apart those other windows there because there's the 3 that are kind of like clustered together. I think I end up like grouping those or spreading those out, and then like maybe dividing that into 2 rooms with like a little Jack and Jill in the middle. And then this piece over here. So that little bump out on like this corner there, this one is actually going to be the dining room. So I decided, instead of making that wall completely flush, to offer like a little bit more of like just some flavor and shape to it. I decided to kind of bump it back a little bit. Then I'm also playing around with the idea right here of like adding like a little hallway platformed area, because that specific bedroom that's going to be up there on the edge is not pushed down. So this is actually kind of like a 2-level house. And then these platforms are going to serve as like little walkways and stuff for the Sims to kind of get around. Then we put like a little half wall there so we could put a TV. We put like a little cheap TV because TVs are expensive, y'all. Okay, like the smallest flat screen was like 1,300 simoleons. And I wanted to have lots of pillars and stuff. So I gave the cheap TV. I'm sorry. If you want to get a different one, you can do that. But that's the like a base game one is the one that I decided to give to y'all with this one. Oh, here, I think this is where, oh no, not that part. I got distracted. I was like trying to do the floor plan. There we go. Okay, here's the little Jack and Jill bathroom. And then I put like a toilet and a sink right there. There's no tub or anything in it. And these are going to become like the toddler room and then a kid's room. These kids' rooms, in my opinion, turned out pretty fun. I think a lot of it's just like a lot of the items on it shipped with base game. I don't think there's like any, if at all, like get together in those specific rooms. But I will say that base game did come out with some really cute kid stuff. I will admit to that. They're just so fun and so bright. I like it. But then, so this is the area. I played around with the idea of like what kind of couch I wanted to have, and none of these just really seemed exactly what I wanted it to be specifically, like in my head. I wanted it to feel like a little more cozy, and like the futon thing wasn't quite the vibe that I really wanted to go for. It just didn't feel right. But then I also didn't want to go with like the super fancy expensive couches because, you know, they're like really expensive and stuff. Like some of the ones like the, I don't know, more Victorian style ones. But yeah, I don't know. So I ended up going for that specific couch. I think it came out, oh gosh, I think it's like an unlockable for like a career or something. I don't remember exactly which one, but it's green. It comes with a couple cute swatches in it. But then this is also me kind of realizing, as I'm toying around with these bedrooms, that like dressers are expensive. And I'm sitting here like doing all of this floor plan and everything, and I have everything all laid out, and I'm sitting here sweating. Here, oh my God, here's my pillars. I'm not ashamed. I know what I'm about. Do things and ask for forgiveness later. You can always remove, right? Shoot for the stars. Who needs wallpaper anyway? Right? Not me. I'm just kidding. Wallpaper would be really nice. Oh my gosh. So this kitchen, um, I really wanted to do a little bit of something with like island counterpieces. You'll see me kind of mess around, and like if the camera stops moving, it's because I'm actually looking at a TikTok. But there is like a base game house that I made a few years ago where I use these island pieces, and in the middle I have like the sink. I think here's like where I'm looking at the TikTok, by the way. So like there's a sink piece. And then like you take the rounded corners of, yeah, like you take those rounded corners and then you kind of like, I don't know, it looks really cute. I did it. It's like on my gallery. It's called like the Waffles House or something like that. I don't know. I did it back in like 2019 and that kitchen turned out really cute. It's a base game only build. I probably won't use it for the save file, mostly because I like want to have a speed build for it and stuff. And I would do things a little bit differently. And I may or may not have stayed within the budget too. So there's that. But that one is on the gallery. It is one of my base game only builds. It was pretty cute. But that's where that whole idea came from. But then I just opted to go with normal countertops and then I called it a day, you know, just overcomplicating things and hemming and hawing. And then chat was like, no, the sink has to go in front of the window. And I think it's like a law. So I was like, yes. So then I also changed to this little pedestal sink that was from Get Together. And then I pieced the countertops together so then we could have our little centered sink. Because I just loved the way that big window was kind of overlooking like the side of the house. And I liked the way that it looked outside. So I dealt with it and I made it work. Because it's kind of like it's not like on the grid. It's like in the middle, I think. Like in a half square. But here I am. Now I love these beds. So I decided to make like a pinkish and a purplish toddler room. And then I mess around with the swatches in the kids' room a lot because you can see I kind of toy with the idea of maybe doing like an orange look a little later. And then I also mess with the idea of like going entirely dinosaur themed. And I think ultimately I did end up going with that blue and that orange look. And let me tell you, for someone who doesn't really like decorate rooms this way with these fun like wallpapers, this one was really difficult for me because I didn't really know what swatches were where. I don't know. This one was cute. Like it's giving giraffe vibes, you know, and I think I ended up making it blue and then doing something like more of a brownish, tannish like thing on there's that yellow, on the walls though. Oh, did I do that? Oh no, I don't remember what I did. Did I use the blue version of that swatch? The wall swatch or the floor swatch? I think I might have. I don't exactly remember, but this was so hard for me to get down. Again, I mess with these swatches a lot, mostly because I don't really know what there is. And if you're anything like me, you really just don't know what's out there for like your base game swatches and stuff until you kind of force yourself to look at it. When you either do like just a base game only build or like when you're doing just a pack and base game kind of exactly like this one is. But yeah, like I don't know. Oh, and those little dino decals. These decals were so cute. I ended up going out and then I ended up like deleting them because they were like 40 to 60 simoleons a pop or something. I ended up like at the end of everything falling under the budget, which is good, by like 1,000 simoleons. So I guess I could have had those details or those little decals on the walls. But I ended up going in and deleting a lot of them. But you know, it is what it is. I think it turned out pretty cute regardless without it. But if you know me, I really like doing a lot of like really detailed decorative style builds. Oh yeah, and then I wanted to do something really fun with that little bathroom because it's the kids' bathroom. It has to be fun, you know? Like why do you have to have a boring house? You can have fun colors. Like not me thinking about doing orange, like bright orange grout and like these really deep, beautiful teal cabinets in my own personal house. I love them. I don't know. Anyway, I like color. It's fine. It's good. But yeah, this one, I don't know. I feel like after I kind of came out with like the floor plan, everything else kind of just started to fall together. And I really like it. Like I like the gingham kind of thing that we have going on in the kitchen. It's all fully functional. Same with the bathrooms. Everything's good to go. These builds are meant to be fully functional, affordable, and I don't know. good to go, I guess. Also, if you're in my Discord server as well, I created a new Discord channel where I'm actually posting like little before and afters, and it has like the build title, the price, the gallery ID, the speed build link, the video on demand or the VOD, you know, the past Twitch stream, and what packs it includes. I'm including all of that information in like a specific Discord channel. It's called Save File. It's up towards like the top if you're in there. So if you want to have readily available access to those kinds of things, then that's a great spot to be. I think my Discord channel is linked somewhere in my like about me section or something here on YouTube. So if that interests you, so you can stay in touch with what's going on with the community, with the events, whenever I upload stuff, or just to kind of be a part of the community, you know, just get yourself involved a little bit and do shell challenges too. That might be kind of cool. Discord's a really good spot to be. It's really nice, but I encourage you to join if you want to. Oh yeah, and then plants make everything better, you know. But I'm really bummed about like the lack of like wall plants, like the ones that you can mount to the wall. I feel like we have some that came with like other packs, but then they just weren't like, they come in like these clusters. I don't know, you know. I want more like wall things, like wall fixtures that aren't so big and like invasive and everything. Ooh, and then I start with the outside. I think here in a little while, I actually have to reboot the game. Because I decided that I wanted tool mod. I don't remember if it's like, no, yeah, because it was because I wanted to start using like a lot of debug, and if you have better build by, then you can actually like use the eyedropper tool on debug, and you can like shift place stuff, which is like you duplicate it. And there, by the way, you'll notice that it jumps again. I think I lost the ability to like pan my camera, so I had to restart my game again. Wow, this ending part, they just really didn't want me to landscape. So, if you've watched any of my past speed builds, the ones that I just did for like fun or whatever, you'll notice that I always mention what lot it goes on. And that's because when I'm building, I look around to the surrounding areas and then I draw inspiration. So I use debug or like whatever kind of landscaping, like the grass, the trees, whatever. And oh my God, I look through the category for like 10 minutes or something, I swear to God, for a specific flower. Because there's like these really light wispy lavender ones you can see on the left over there. There we go. I finally found them. It's like 2 seconds on the speed build, but you know, you get it. But I try to draw like a lot of inspiration from the surrounding areas because I feel like it makes it mesh so much better than that. And then, you know, you kind of like fill in with like other little things. Like I feel like they might have had these hydrangeas. Those are super cute. And then on this side of the house, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I think I ended up putting a bunch of like big hydrangea houses there because that roof piece kind of sticks down pretty far with the asymmetrical part. But I just couldn't get it to like really work for me for whatever reason. But I think I ended up doing it. So we put like a little bird bath on the side, and then, ooh, I big brained this. I decided that I wanted to make like a little dumpster cubby thing because it looks nice. Got some a little curb appeal there. So I put the little mailbox here, and then I hide the garbage can kind of off and tuck it in the corner so you can't even notice it. Looks really cute. We have that adorable little mailbox with a big red door on it. And then, yeah, see, there's those hydrangea bushes too, I think. But debug is a lifesaver. Oh, I feel so bad about this. So Twitch chat, they really wanted me to put little apple trees, and I thought it was so cute. But I don't know. I just couldn't like get with the vibe of it. I just didn't like it. I like the idea of it being more of just a garden with like lots of like little flowers and plants kind of everywhere. Ooh, and then I use this base game debug fence. So I use the exact fence that's kind of like right next to the lot over there. You might see me like peek at it, or you might be able to catch it off on the edge. So I decided to use that fence all around the lot just because it looks kind of organic and natural to the entire area. Then I played around with that fence and then I decided not to. So then I opted to make it look like it might have like been in a little bit of disrepair. Ooh, little stone path. These are nice. Stone paths always feel good, in my opinion. Like they just really bring a little garden together. Then a little bit of the brown terrain paint to make it look all cute. Then we continue on with more of the fence work, and then I kind of break it off on the edge as well and kind of like line up my bushes to frame it out nicely too. Then I add a little garden bed there on the side, and I really fought with this for like a little bit to see like if I actually wanted to put a grill, but I thought it might have been a nice touch because what else are they gonna do outside? But I don't know. Couple extra little hydrangea bushes for some extra touches to fill in the back of the house because we don't want it to look super barren, but I guess that's all I have. I don't know, this one's up in the gallery for you to download as well. Remember, it's CC free. This one's get together and base game only. That's it. That's it. So stay tuned for more builds and stuff. I might do some Create-A-Sim things. I don't really do a lot of Create-A-Sim. It's not like my thing, but you know, I think it'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tune into my Twitch chat and stuff when I'm live, and stuff, because then I look through and like pick like 3 builds that are interesting to me for that particular day. And then I let you guys vote on which one that I am going to build. So please feel free to come tune in and make your voice heard. Let me know what you want to see. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. And with that, as I always say, tomorrow's a beautiful day, especially with you in it, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.